Hey everyone, welcome to Gear Talk with Deirdre. Today I'm talking about something that a lot of you who know me will know about, and maybe a lot of you will just know about it regardless. This is Cold Case Gear's West Slope case. So before I go any further, because this channel is all about honesty and just being super transparent about gear. My husband is the inventor of this product, and he is the person who runs the company, and yeah, so that's all I have to say about that, but I want to tell you the story about why this came to be. So every year since him and I met, we have done a great big backpacking, snowshoeing, skiing trip for New Year's. And it's usually a pretty challenging trip in the Rocky Mountains. And it's always an extreme temperature, always. And so for all these trips every single year, and for other trips too, my camera batteries would die. The cold would just zap the juice right out of them. And after having this happen multiple years in a row and missing shots because of it and being so frustrated because of it, you know, hauling in all my camera gear, all that weight, only to have it kind of be pointless, my husband decided to come up with a solution when he discovered aerogel. Aerogel is an insulation that was developed by NASA. It is ultralight and absolutely can't be topped as far as insulation goes. When I'm talking about insulation in our West Slope case, this insulates from both cold and heat. And so as you can see, I'm getting kind of fried by the sun. And we all know what happens when your cell phone is getting fried by the sun, and that is that it's gonna give you a heat warning and turn off. If it's in a cold case, the heat is not going to impact it. And so when my husband developed this, we had thought of it for how I use it, which is for camera batteries, camera gear, all these things. But it really has super practical applications for cell phones, which is what it's marketed for typically. I have an iPhone 12 Max Pro something. It's the great big 12. And with a case on it, it fits in here. And so kind of no matter what phone you have, it should fit in here. I know a lot of people who like to use this to bring their phones into saunas. And then it's pretty popular for paddle sports to put it on your boat with your phone so that you just aren't going to lose your phone or break your phone. But I really like this for what it was intended for way back when in the development stages, and that is my photography gear. So this is the one that I use all the time. And usually what I have in here, and I think what I do have in here, is a bag of memory cards. And then usually I put 4 camera batteries in here, but I think I used one and didn't replace it. So I have 3 camera batteries in here right now. These are Nikon batteries, just your super standard size. And 4 of them fit really comfortably in here with some memory cards. So why this is an awesome product is not just because it was invented for me. This is waterproof, and fully waterproof. It has a magnet closure that's good to be submersible and waterproof up to 20 feet, something like that. This is crush proof. This is drop proof. To test it, we put a phone in it and we threw it off a 200-foot cliff onto talus below, and the phone was fine. We've also run a phone over in this with our F-150 and it's been totally fine. We've done all kinds of testing with these, including going out to a Lowhead dam with Creature Craft to have them strap this to one of their boats and just run it through a Lowhead dam, and everything was fine. For that test, we put a piece of paper in here that said, I'm dry. And at the end of the test, we pulled it out and it was still dry. So I think that this is just kind of one of those items that you don't really think about or think that you need or that it exists until you actually need it. And then it exists now because we invented it. But it really, really is a game changer when it comes to keeping your electronics full of battery, not overheated, not waterlogged. You just kind of know that it's safe as long as it's in here. I usually keep this in my like side pocket of a backpack, and then I can reach it and replace things if I need to. There is this gear loop, and a lot of people think that it looks chintzy, but we've actually picked up a 50-pound weight just with that. And like I said, it was strapped by these to a creature craft through the Lowhead Dam, and they don't break. This is our RF welded, the whole entire thing. And so nothing is gonna happen to it. That's radio frequency welding. And so it's not gonna fall apart. And those seams are really serious. Like I said, it's really taken, this one particularly has really taken a beating. And so kind of something that's neat is if you're in the cold for a really long time and you have opened this, pulled out your phone, put it back in, changed out camera batteries, whatever, and you're in the cold and you're like, fuck, like I've exposed whatever to the cold now and this has been opened. Because of the way that it's made, all you have to do is reopen it, breathe some hot air into there, not too much, just enough to get some heat in there, and close it back up. And it's completely airtight. And that little bit of breath is enough to reheat this in the cold. So it doesn't matter that things were exposed to air. So that's kind of neat. To make it totally waterproof, submersible, I think that was a combination that I said of both of those words. You want to, my husband calls it burping it, I think that's gross. But you just squeeze the air out, and that allows the magnets to really form a pretty incredible seal. I don't think I ever introduced my dogs to you guys. This is Bivy. He absolutely hates being recorded or photographed, but sometimes he's on lizard duty and it can't be helped. He's gonna get in the shot. So yeah, this is a short one because there's not a whole lot to say. It's a really simple product. It is ultralight. So if you are an ultralight kind of person and you are looking to go backpacking, this is really great to get. I would say if you're backpacking for 1 full week, 7 days, this is enough added insulation, kind of no matter where you are, to get about 2 extra days of battery life out of your phone, which is huge. That's the difference for a lot of trips of whether or not you're going to bring a battery bank or a solar panel or not. This also is really nice for if you're doing like a star lapse overnight, a night lapse, to put a battery bank in, to run a cable to your GoPro or your camera. This can really extend the life of battery banks that are constantly being used. It doesn't seem to matter if a little cord is running through the magnets for that sort of thing. So that's really nice. I'll do that a lot of times, and then with the carabiner in the back, kind of just clip it to my tripod, and it usually works perfect. So yeah, cold case gear, West Slope case. We have a new and exciting product in development, but that's gonna be about a month and a half, 2 months. Production's super weird, but that's gonna be an exciting announcement. But for now, I'm all about this guy. And I think that if you have ever dealt with dead batteries because of weather, with a dead phone because of weather, If you have lost your phone in a boating situation or any number of shenanigans we get up to outside, this is a really cool piece of gear and just simple. It's something you can rely on. I think we always call it like electronics insurance for the backcountry. So cold case gear, West Slope case. It's a great product, and I'm not just saying that. I really do mean it. Have a good day, everyone.